So single arm clean and press with a dumbbell, for beginners, I don't really care about too many details with beginners. My big thing is as long as you keep that natural S-curve, when you go down, you're coming up, and it ends overhead. That's my big thing. Keep that natural S-curve, starts on the ground or as low as you can go while keeping that curve. Bring it up to your shoulder and pop up. Once you've been doing it for a while and you can really keep that natural S-curve really easily, from there it becomes more about technique. So technique then comes, you're popping from the hips, extending at the trap at your shoulder, letting your arm come up, dropping under, standing up, dipping, and then pressing. But at the beginning, all I care about beginners is that you end it overhead. I don't care if you sort of make it into a snatch or a single arm clean and press, as long as you keep that natural S-curve. Once you get good enough, or if you have access to kettlebells, you want to use kettlebells for this movement. The same motion is the same, so you're squatting down, keeping that natural S-curve, you're exploding up, ending up by your shoulder, and then the press, you're dipping, keeping the weight in your heels, and going straight up. Back down slow, back down to the ground. So up fast, up overhead. And then obviously you do the other side, same concept, explode up fast, and all the way up. Most people have a weaker side, which is usually their left if they're righty. With that, the form becomes more important because if it gets heavy and you're weaker on this side, you'll start having technical errors that you could fix with good technique. Most people, when doing it with a dumbbell, most women at least, they'll try to curl it up at the beginning instead of using their hips as their source of power and letting their arm go up for the ride. Same thing, they try to make it into one motion, so they're still bringing up the weight, dipping down and trying to explode up. They're going to bother their shoulder if you do that. So really, you want to make sure you're exploded up. You want to stand, hold here for a second, dip down, and then press. If you do it while a lot of people come up and dip down and try to press in one quick motion, which is fine, but once the weight gets heavier, you're not going to be able to do that. So you want to take that second, stand up, dip, and then press. And that way, you can go heavier, you can bring it down a little slower. So you can go heavier, bring it down a little slower, which will help build up your eccentric strength. So basically, the strength when you're coming back down to the starting position, and that will make you stronger overall.